Today we'll be talking about Facebook pages and Facebook groups and what distinguishes the two. Why Facebook groups are so important for you to be investing in.
Welcome to the Bite Size Marketing Hack Podcast, where you get the confidence to hack your marketing 5 minutes at a time. Hey guys, my name is Mark, and this is Rashad.
What
What's up? Hey, we are down here at the 8th Street Market. We got our Prelude coffee.
Yes, latte.
Latte. Not pumpkin spice.
Not well, no. That's coming soon,
That's
October.
coming. Yeah, that's coming. I've seen people out there already talking about that. They're getting ready for the pumpkin spice.
Oh, yeah?
My wife, she is jumping on it. She went and got one, but she said it's too hot to be drinking it. But,
Really?
She got one anyway. But.
Wait till the end of October. It may be a different story.
Yeah, that would be better. But hey, we're so glad to have you with us on our podcast here. And if you're watching live on Facebook, welcome.
Yeah.
And we'd love to hear from you as we do these live podcasts. If you have any questions, leave that in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. But today, we are jumping into the topic of Facebook groups and why you need a group on Facebook alongside your page.
It's so important. It's so important to get this. It took me almost 2 or 3 years to really grasp the importance of Facebook groups. Thinking about it, think of Facebook pages as more like, the public perspective of what your business is.
Yeah.
And think of Facebook groups as like more of a community-driven platform where you can invite people in and start a conversation. See, a lot of times we invest in the inspiration, the information, but we need to really rally around the conversations because that's where change happens. And as I'm thinking about it, I love this illustration I recently heard by Nona Jones, someone I really look up to when it comes to, the importance of Facebook groups. She's like the head of partnership, of faith partnerships at Facebook. And she said these words one time. She said, think of it as Facebook pages like a home or a house. And the porch is basically what the Facebook page is, but inside in the living room is where the group is. Mm-hmm. That's where the conversations, the intimacy, the true change happens is in the living room.
That's so good.
Yeah,
and it's so interesting because really, if you go back to the history of Facebook, they rolled out groups first.
Yeah,
Groups
so
was
true.
the first thing to come on the scene, and that was the only option for businesses. Then they added pages. And kind of what's happened along the way is businesses immediately migrated over to pages and kind of forgot the groups functionality. But now Facebook is more and more prioritizing groups. It's popped up in the bottom of the app and because they want conversation happening, and they're going to prioritize pushing traffic towards the conversation. So we've got to take advantage of that as business leaders.
And that's very true. How do we go beyond content and get in community? That's the question. How do we go beyond just the content, the surface level, and get them in to enter into who we truly are as a community?
And I think what's helpful for us as we are building our business is to understand that building that community and that conversation is not just about making people feel good, but it's actually strategic for our business. It really makes a lot of business sense. And the reality is that when we are bringing people into our orbit as a business,
so true.
and we want to make that sale, that's oftentimes we can kind of get in that mindset. If we want to get this service or this product in front of them and get them to buy, and that's good to keep that in mind, but to also understand there's a process by which people become connected to our brand and then ultimately buy. And oftentimes people talk about this awareness funnel where we start with awareness and that becomes consideration of the product, and then we take action. And so we've got to make sure that as we are pursuing marketing effectively, we've got some sort of awareness piece to our marketing, and Facebook groups is an amazing way to do that.
Big time. I love how you shared that, Mark. I seen in a statistics a number of 65% of people are now, there's a decline in attendance in church. And a way we could effectively, sort of share, the message on Sundays online, but also not only that, giving people a place to rally to on an ongoing conversation, an ongoing basis through the community groups will essentially be an opportunity for people to connect, but also maybe get some of those people back who have left the churches. And even on a business standpoint, there's so many advantages when we think of, just community building around your business. If you're an influencer,
Yeah.
having a book launch team. If you're a business in the local part of your city, how do you give back and create a unique group that reaches
Yeah.
more people and creates an authentic place where people to
Absolutely.
voice their thoughts, their opinions, and
So we are a family with multiples. I've got twins,
Yeah.
which is that's a whole podcast right by itself.
Yeah, it's
Not gonna
so
get into
true.
that, but my wife, she got into a Facebook group from Moms of Multiples, and the people who lead this group, they have products that they're wanting to sell, but they're really genuinely just adding value to her, and she's received so much in this group
beautiful.
as she's asking questions of other moms and learning from them within the context of this Facebook group.
So cool.
Just a
That's
great example
exciting.
that's hitting home for me. It's like, that's helping my wife right now. So we can, as
Beautiful.
businesses, add value to people
Uh-huh.
and then really get them to that place where they're going to begin to consider using our services, right?
Yes, totally true. And that's for you guys. Really take heed to this, not just hear it, but apply it. Go and start that Facebook group no matter where you are. Just start it.
That's good.
Let's do it, guys.
So if you're listening to this and you're saying like, hey, I'm just getting started with my social media, today and this week, as we are rolling out this podcast this week, we want to offer to you, we've got a checklist that we have put together that is a comprehensive, definitive, we call it social media
That's
checklist.
it, yes.
So if you hit us up, frontiercreative.co/checklist, you can download that checklist. It goes through Facebook, through Twitter. You can identify your demographics, YouTube. We're hitting up everything that you need to know to really get started on social media. And it's really practical, really actionable, which is what we try to keep this podcast. So hit that up.
Yep, one check at a time. Don't worry about doing it all. One
Right.
check at a time.
That's good. That's good.
Awesome.
So I think that finishes up for today. And man, get that Facebook group going, get the conversation happening so that people can get in your orbit.
Let's go.
As a business.
And keep us updated on how it's going. We want to hear your feedback. Hit me an email, mark an email. They're on our website. Connect with us. We want to hear more.
Absolutely. All right. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks for joining us. Be sure to rate, review, and subscribe. And visit us at bitesizemarketinghacks.com for more resources and episodes that will help you hack your marketing 5 minutes at a time.